Let's be real, y'all. Men have one of the most, the manosphere is one of the most powerful voices on the internet today. Okay. We are hearing what they're saying. They are being very clear about what they like and what they dislike. And I think a lot of women take issue with that because we are not meeting the preferences that they say they want. We are not meeting the standard. If I was meeting the standard, I wouldn't have an issue with your standard because I meet it. But I have issue or take issue with your standard when I don't meet it, when I'm not the preference, when I don't feel like I'm desirable. That's what it boils down to, is the fact that we want to be desirable. And when we don't feel like we're desirable and we feel like we're being rejected by what they're saying their preferences are, we're coming at, we're aggressive. We're, poking holes and diminishing what they're saying, discrediting them. But that's their preference and they're entitled to their preferences.
Yo, what's up, guys? Back again with another video for the Passport Bros. First and foremost, please hit that like, comment, subscribe button. It helps the channel a lot, and I appreciate it dearly. Now, in this video today, we have this beautiful woman speaking about the standards of us men, us Passport Bros, bringing to the table, which is very basic, very realistic, very traditional. But yet these Western women still can't meet the very basic standards that which we have set for the life that we are trying to live, the type of woman that we're trying to be with long term. They can't even meet the basic standards, as realistic as it is. What are we even asking for? We're asking for a woman to be feminine, fit, friendly, kind, loving, appreciative, just overall, just nice, along with some other things too. Okay, cooking, cleaning, you know what I mean, taking care of the kids. That's it, really, pretty much. And to just overall just be pleasant. Don't be annoying. Stop being argumentative. Don't be combative. Don't be a woman that's loose out in these streets and just running around, running rampant. You know, that's all we're asking for, which is very doable. A lot of the things that us men are asking for from these women is all behavioral. It's all behavioral things that you yourself can achieve. You yourself can exemplify as a woman. You can learn how to be feminine. You can learn how to be fit, friendly. You can learn how to not be combative. You can learn how to not be argumentative, but they still can't do it. They can't meet the basic standards that us men of value are setting forth because they just don't want to do it. They're being indoctrinated by the media that tells them, "Oh, you're good just as you are. Oh, he should accept you just as you are." But in contrast, are you as the woman going to accept the man as he is? Because you expect him as a man to accept any woman as they are. But you as a woman would never accept a man as he is. You accept him, you would expect him to improve, to be 6 foot, you know what I mean, six this, get the bag up, get a promotion, buy this, have the swag up, the fashion up, everything. You want him to be the guy. You don't want him to just be any guy. You want him to be the guy. You want him to be the best. But you're coming with less. You as the woman is like, if you yourself can't be better than what you are now, but you're asking for a guy to be better than what he is, it's like, why are you doing that when you yourself don't even bring the basic standards of what he's even requiring? And what he's asking for is very basic. It's very realistic. It's very doable. You just don't want to do it. But what they're asking for us is from us, what these women say, oh, 6 foot this, I want it to be 6 foot, oh, six figures, this, that, and this. It's very few men that can actually fall into that percentage. It's like less than 10% of men in the world that actually fall into those, traits that have that fall into that category, into those standards. That they're over 6 foot, they got their money right, whatever this, they're in shape, they're whatever. There's very few men that fall into that category. And that's the only men that they are willing to entertain for actual relationship. As unrealistic as high of a standard as that is, they still think that's what they deserve. Meanwhile, they can't even meet the basic standards that we're asking for. Very doable, very achievable. They just don't want to do it. And this is the reason why they're upset, because they can't compete. This is the reason why they get mad at us for going overseas, because we're expanding our options. We're broadening our options to women that actually meet our standards because they can't compete. When you can't compete, you become obsolete. I'm going to say it again for the people in the back. When you can't compete, you become obsolete. If you can't find a man because your attitude or whatever the case may be, or maybe your body count is too high or whatever the case may be, your lineage, your genetics are going to end with you. It's going to end with you because your legacy will not carry on. You can't find a man to secure that you know, a man of value, that you will be the type of guy that you want to be with and have children with and have a family. Your legacy is not going to continue. It's not going to go on whenever you pass, or you know, when you move on to the next life. So it's like you just have to just sit there and just wait to become obsolete. And they're mad at that. They're mad at the fact that they have to literally sit there and not get the kind of guy that they want because of their unrealistic standards. But at the same time, even the average guys, they don't even qualify for, because the average guys want the same thing that the high value guys want. So that's why they're mad. That's why they're shaming. That's why they're spewing such just criticism, critical rhetoric at us just for wanting the basic things that we want. And what we're asking for is pretty much the same thing that every man all around the world is asking for. Men all around the world, no matter their age, no matter their demographic, no matter their culture, no matter their upbringing, no matter their perspective of life, for the most part, are all looking for women that are all similar, will have the similar type traits: feminine, fit, friendly, submissive, you know, nice, pleasant, kind. This is what men, since the beginning of time, have always valued. Men have not changed. Men have never changed our standards. We want the same things for the most part that men have always wanted. If anything, we've lowered our standards. If anything, we've literally decreased our standards. Because back in the day, if we can all remember, only the women that were actually quote unquote virgins were the ones who were allowed to be married. But here men are today, men of today, modern men are saying, you know, she doesn't have to be a virgin. You know, she could have like, okay, maybe 1, 2, 3 bodies, or maybe 4 bodies, you know, and they'll take her seriously. They'll still consider her, you know, good enough for marriage, wife material. And this is a woman that's been around, you know, and they still can't even meet that criteria. They still can't even meet those standards. And we've lowered our standards. It's like we cannot continue to keep lowering our standards, because if we keep doing that, you're gonna see that before you know, we're not gonna have any standards. That's how they want it. They don't want us to have any standards. They want us to just accept them as they are. When in reality, they're not gonna do the same thing to us. They're not gonna give us the same privilege of accepting us as we are. But here they are telling us, oh, take me as I am. I'm beautiful. I'm this as I am. Nobody's saying you're not beautiful, but I'm just saying you can improve. You shouldn't just stay the way you are forever. You have to improve. You have to increase. You have to become the best version of yourself, because most men today are trying their hardest to become the best version of themselves for their woman. If he's doing that, if he's increasing, if he's growing, if he's evolving, becoming better in life as a human being, you should do the same. Because if you're not doing the same, you're dragging him down. You're bringing him back. You're slowing him down. There's no reason why a man of high value, who has worked to become the best version of himself, he's worked to be able to even be at the point where he can acquire these standards, or even have these certain standards of a woman that she must meet. It's like, that's something that he worked for. He deserves that. Whereas these women, they just think they never worked for anything. They never worked, you know what I mean, to get to any point, but they expect a man to just, you know, come as is and be the best guy. He can't just be just regular like me. No, he has to be the best, even though I'm coming with less. It's like, it's absolute delusion, absolute ridiculous mindset. It's absolutely nonsensical. But anyways, guys, this is another perfect example for y'all to get your passports, book your flights. Don't wait. Please don't wait. Book your flights 3 months out, 5 months out, 7 months out, 10 months out if you have to. Don't walk, run. Don't run, fly. Don't fly, teleport. Get your passport. Please get your passport. Passport bros, we up. Please like, comment, subscribe. Thank you guys.